Welcome to the Entrepreneur's MBA, bringing you lessons from real-life entrepreneurs they don't teach in business school. Here's your host, business coach and marketing strategist, Adam Kipnes.
Hey, it's Adam Kipnes for the Entrepreneur's MBA. Thanks for listening as always. Today I just needed to maybe get something off my chest or just talk about something that kind of freaked me out a little bit when I was talking to a client of mine. So he said, he needs more clients and he's just not getting enough clients, which many of you probably feel. I feel it. And every small business wants more clients. And so we went through, some of the marketing techniques and what he's doing. And I said, are you talking to enough people? Are you putting yourself in a situation? He said, yeah, I don't have a problem talking to people. And, I'm meeting a lot of people. They're just not coming in for meetings. And I said, okay, right. It could just be a conversion issue. Maybe he's not saying the right things. And that's definitely something we can work through. So we talked a little bit more and I said, you say you're talking to people. Give me an example of a recent encounter and what do you think went wrong? And so he started to tell me about, he runs a golf group and they get together every 2 weeks. And he's got about 15 people that play with him regularly. None of them are clients and none of them have been in to meet with him, but they come regularly to his golf group. And he said he was talking to one of the new members, one of the new people that had recently joined. And she said, I could really use services like yours. To me, that sounded kind of like an ideal situation. Somebody is coming up to you saying, hey, I need your services. So I asked him, I said, cool. So what did you do? He's like, well, nothing then. I just, sent her an email a couple days later and I haven't heard from her. And part of me was just utterly pissed. I was like, you did what? You sent an email a few days later? I was like, the person said that she wanted to hire you and needs your services, and you sent an email? And he said, well, I didn't want to come off too strong. And I thought about it, and I guess I kind of get it, but you got to ask for the order, right? If somebody says, I need your services, you have to say, all right, when are we meeting? I don't care if it's on the golf course. It may seem a little bit awkward. I'm not saying bust out your iPhones and put a meeting on the calendar right there. But I think you say, yes, let's get together. How does this week look for you? If you have to move some things around, you move some things around. If you've got somebody that says they want to hire you, you make time for them to hire you. I was recently on a vacation and we were with a big group of people for a friend's 50th birthday party. And the hotel we were at almost made it impossible for us to give them money. We wanted to get things, but they didn't have their credit card machine working, or we had to go up to the front desk and get things authorized. And so we just didn't buy some things that we would have bought, some of the upsells that they had, because they made it hard to give them money. And in this scenario, my client had somebody who wanted to give him money. He made it difficult. In those few days, life got in the way. She may call him back. She may not. But she said, I want to hire you. And he said, great, let's do that in a few days. That was essentially what he said there. And it fired me up to the point where how do I think about what I can do to help him? Like, how do I get him over that hump of being, I guess, nervous to ask for the business or to take control of that situation and say, great, let's get together. I know that my Tuesday afternoon is free. How's it look for you? Right? It doesn't have to be a long drawn out thing, no matter where you are, whether it's a networking group or a dinner party or happy hour or on the golf course like this was. When people say they want to hire you, ask for the business, because it's not just him. It's other people that are probably doing the same thing. They don't strike while the iron is hot. And I just needed to put it out there. Are you doing that in your business? Are people saying, I want to hire you, whether it's in those direct terms or whether it's responding to an email or whether it's clicking on one of your blog posts or whether it's coming to one of your sessions or seminars or asking for a free consultation? If people are doing that, they want to hire you. It's just a matter of you converting them and making sure that you hit the triggers that they're putting out there. But because people don't click on ads that they're not interested in. People don't make phone calls when they're not looking to do something and make a change in their life or get your product or service. And last little bit to this rant, this goes back a couple years, but a former client of mine was a real estate investor, and she put out an ad. It was one of those bandit signs, and it said, find out what your house is worth. And she got a ton of phone calls. And she was telling people she was essentially doing a realtor's job. She was putting her information out there and saying, hey, find out what your home is worth. And the people would call and say, what's my home worth? And she would say, it's, according to the comps, it's $250,000 or whatever it was. Now, she had to pull comps of different houses. She had to take the time to talk to them. She had to do all of that, and she wasn't getting anybody in return. Nobody wanted to sell their house to a real estate investor. And the conversation I had to have with her and really get through to her was, nobody driving down the street sees a sign, writes down a phone number, picks up the phone, and says, hey, what is my home worth? For fun, right? Because if they care what their house is worth, they probably already know because they went on Zillow or went somewhere else. But if they are picking up the phone and making a phone call, or if they are saying, hey, I could use your services, that's not a hypothetical. That is someone who has an issue or a problem they want resolved, and you're the person to resolve it. So keep that in mind. When people pick up the phone and call you for a free consultation or to get some information, or they download your ebook, or they raise their hand for more information, they want and need your help. It's just a matter of, are you going to help them and how are you going to help them? Then it's on you to convert. They've already said they want to hire you. This is Adam Kipnes from the Entrepreneurs MBA. Look forward to talking with you all on the next one. Thanks.
You've been listening to the Entrepreneurs MBA. Download Adam's free book, How to Make More Money in Your Business, at www.freebookfromadam.com.